Yo, what's going on? It's Melanin 9, watching Blatantly Blunt TV, #1 place for hip hop, grime, and dancehall. Just keep it locked.
Alright, I'm here today in Islington, North London, with one of the most respected, dark, lyrical rappers the UK hip hop scene has ever seen. M9, what's going on?
Go on, G.
You good?
Cool, safe, bro.
Yo, you ever questioned your worth within this law circus? Your purpose? Why they enforce courts to burst doors and searches? Corporate merchants pressing your jaw against the floor surface. 4 in the morning, storm like water submerges, making my daughter nervous, forging a permit. If I don't comply, the jurisdiction laws are made worthless.
So, first question, when did you first pick up a pen and start penning lyrics, and kind of what inspired you to create the sound that you're bringing?
Just started out with just in school. Like couple boys, we all shared the same views of hip hop, like listened to the same kind of things, shared tapes, CDs, Wu Tang shit, like just listening to all of that. And then like my boy, one of them in my class, he was just like, look, like I make beats, and at that time I wasn't really rapping, but he was like, yeah, I make beats and rare, and I never really met anyone that was actually doing it themselves, like actually making stuff. Went to check him once, I'll never forget that day, and his beats were so sick that it just inspired me to wanna write, you know what I mean, try something myself for the first time.
Treated like vermin, beating like his keys we serving, left a leak in the cells, blood seeps for our detergent.
You got the new album dropping, Magna Carta, as I said. What kind of emotions and energy are you bringing on this record?
Energy, emotions-wise, just I'm much more like precise with how I wanna deliver, how I want it to be delivered, how I want it to be seen. You know, much more clear with my words now, because, you know, a lot of people used to tell me, you know, because you rap so fast, it's hard for us to understand everything. So I'm trying to like make it a bit more accessible for the listener. That's one of my aims on the album. Raise my glass stem to bastard fatherless men, depart to Shem, use scalpels to carve gems, form planets, pick locks to doors banished.
And you just dropped the video for Organized Democracy. Like that's a deep video, man.
Yeah, sick.
Like what was the premise behind the hook line? Has freedom got a shotgun? What are you trying to say on there?
Has freedom got a shotgun? That was just basically, I watched this documentary about the civil rights movement in America, and you know, when the Black Panthers were doing a lot of demonstrations against the FBI and stuff, there was this guy, he was chanting his freedom got a shotgun. That was his chant, like, and the people would chant with him, and it just stuck with me. I watched this documentary and it just stuck with me, and I was like, wow, that's quite a deep thing to say. Like,
has freedom got a shotgun? 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 Well, you better go get it if you ain't got one.
By the sounds of it, you've been inspired by the civil rights movement in America. Like, which other figures in history have shaped your content?
Just a lot of things, man. You know, I got exposed to a lot of other sides to things that we thought were one way, but really wasn't another. Was really another way in terms of political agendas, the money, the economic system, the money system. You know, just where we are as a nation, the poor, where they've got us. You know, how much more potential we can be as a people, but because of certain things, we have a certain perception on life, and you know, there's much more to life than just what is on the TV, and how they try and trick us to be consumers, and just all of these things, like reading books, like learning from certain guys. You know, David Icke, he was a big influence to me when I first started like learning about new stuff as well.
When do you source out the books that you read? Like, is it from references from other people, or like where do you decide I want to read this one rather than this one?
Well, it was a lot of people that I was hanging around were the inspiration for me wanting to find these things. Hip hop was a big inspiration. Listening to Wu, you know, trying to figure out what they meant when they said certain things, and like the 5% Nation, and all those things had an influence on me to an extent. Shape shifting the state bricks when wars packaged, cause madness in the soundless dawn. Body bags wrapped to council pawn, put my trust in the powerful force. My punishment couldn't fathom in court.
Yeah, so obviously the UK rap scene has kind of exploded in the last kind of couple of years, rap rather than hip hop, that is. And you've mentioned in past interviews that a lot of the rappers need to kind of expand their scope about their content and what they're talking about. Because I mean, obviously I check it out and there's a lot of people talking purely about guns, violence, selling drugs and that kind of thing. Like, what do you think that people need to do in order to kind of expand, break out of that cliche of the topics?
Really and truly, I mean, there's millions of different topics of things in life to talk about, you know, and I've always said this, like, there's a lot of ways to flip something, you know, and like, just like teach someone something that they've never learned before. Like, that's just my whole thing about it. I mean, some people were raised in violence and in negative lifestyles and they did what they did to survive, and, you know, it's fair enough to you. And some people, it's just them, that's why they talk about it, that's all they know. But there's a lot of people who don't live that lifestyle and they're just imitating it. And so it's not just, I wouldn't blame it on just hip hop, it's everything. There's a lot of everything, like there's a lot of negativity in all genders and all aspects of entertainment. You get me? Forced to divorce the street character, sweet talking the lawless barrister, enforcements endorse war strips, court shifting and caution, lips talk to kick doors for shitty portions.
And what do you feel is lacking from the UK hip hop rap scene at the moment?
I don't know, man. Like, probably more of the traditional side of it's missing. Like, more of the vinyl era, and people are just throwing up things on YouTube nowadays, and there's no album. No one's making albums. Everyone's making mixtapes. Everyone's making 10 mixtapes a month, and there's no, like, people don't have time to digest things no more because there's so much music getting thrown out there, and it doesn't make people appreciate the artists as much no more. And that's what I think needs to change. There needs to be more of people just taking more time with their product and what they're trying to push out, instead of just doing it just because everyone else is doing it. Like, take times and think about what you're doing. Like, when you want to make a video, think about it visually, think of ideas, you know. Like, don't just come out with 10 man on a staircase.
The same nigga was always quick to stab a brother, never did shit when he got his hands bent behind the covers. That same nigga was always quick to screw a next man down, never made a sound when he got his head pressed in the ground.
Which artists, inside or outside of hip hop, kind of producers or vocalists, MCs, singers, would you love to work with, given a blank check?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, probably Pipe Dreams, like Nas. Love to work with him within hip hop. Killer Priest, which I've done a track with before, but I'd love to do something more with him more, you know. And J Electronica, Mos Def. So yeah, these are the kind of artists that I'm into, man, and I'd love to work with. Pipe Dreams wise, you know what I mean?
Production wise, who would you like?
Production wise, I love Pete Rock, P Primo, J Rules, High Tech. Yeah, man, just those kind of guys I'm feeling, man.
So what's the best aspect of being a rapper today that other generations never really experienced?
Just the access to, like, just being able to sell your own stuff without having to depend on a label or manager or A&R. Being independent, it's never been so easy now to be that kind of person, you know, and just market your own stuff, create your own whatever it needs to be created, and also you can contact people so much more easier now all across the world, across the globe. And orbiting your perimeter, a master of the obvious ligature, cross another acquiescent picture.
So you got your crew, Triple Darkness. It started off as 3 members, but it's now expanded to 9 members. You got some.
Yeah, I mean, we got the jumper here, man. You know, this is what someone made for me, but it just basically it's the logo, the Triple Darkness, and just the members now. You know, we got Alchemistry, we got Roots, we got Tesla's Ghost, Raven Detta, Black Prophet, Solar Black, Crown Nectar, who's original, Blasphemy's original, Cyrus, and Rings of Saturn, who's a producer. So there's much more of us now, and they just all think alike, and we all share the same views with music.
And can we expect a record, like a crew CD coming out?
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about it. Definitely, like, everyone is on it. Like, but we're just right now just doing our solo stuff. Everyone's working solo, And but we are looking to come together as a collective and do a project. So yeah,
something to look forward to for 2013.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And any kind of aspiring rappers that listen to your music, listen to the crew's music, like what kind of tips or advice would you give them if they want to kind of break out of the shell which people are expecting them to come with, and to become the next M9 or the next Cyrus Malachi?
I'm a fan first. You gotta be a fan before you be an artist. You have to be a fan. You have to study and don't think that you're too arrogant to appreciate another artist's work, or you think you're greater than everyone else. Just be humble and just study what you're doing, man. Study hard and just always try and be a better person lyrically.
Officers, organized democracy, a police state.
Okay, so your album's dropping in November. When exactly is it coming out, and why should your fan base buy it?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's officially dropping on the 3rd of December, really. But those who pre-order will get it on the 25th of November.
Yep.
So that's an incentive in itself. So I feel that they should cop it for that reason. You'll get it a week earlier. Other than that, just if you care about lyricism or just the traditional side of hip hop, then probably check it out, give it a listen.
Right. Melanin, Blatantly Blunt.
Respect. Yes.